I'm driving, looking for the police. I spot a police right there, and I make a U-turn. It's at the intersection of 71st and Halsted.
Ty Thomas says he was looking for police because the passenger he picked up on this Englewood block in the early morning hours on December 14th was angry that the wait time was longer than expected. He started threatening him as soon as he got in the car.
He refused to get out the car, said he wasn't going to get out, and made all kind of threats, insinuating he had a gun.
Thomas's silent dash camera was rolling when he spotted a CPD squad car within seconds, and he noted that the squad's lights and sirens weren't activated.
I spot the police, and I make a U-turn, and I tell him he has a gun, and he's telling the officer, come get me, come get me. He's waving at him. I told him he had a gun. I said, he has a gun. He's refusing to get out the car. I'm an Uber driver. And then they drive away.
And so the passenger's still in your car.
Still in the car.
Didn't get out.
Didn't get out.
You can see the squad car speed off without the officers getting out of the car. So Thomas followed them, as he says the passenger became even more agitated and waved them down again.
The officer then sighed and said he didn't have time for this. Essentially, he didn't want to be bothered with this situation. So the officer, all of a sudden, in the middle of why he was going back and forth with the passenger, just put on the gas and pulled off.
Thomas tried to keep up with them again, but gave up, his dash camera tumbling to the ground in the process. That's when he says the passenger started grabbing his head and hit him in the back of the head with something heavy.
I'm trying to stop him from hitting me, and at the same time, I almost crashed.
You can see Thomas fighting him off in the corner of the screen. He floored it to the 3rd District Police Station. When Thomas stopped the car, the passenger jumped out and ran down the street. Thomas showed us some photos of the blood left behind from a gash to the back of his head and scrapes and bruises to his face. Based on the GPS coordinates of the squad, the CBS News Chicago investigators were able to obtain a list of calls that squad was sent to that night. According to CPD records, this all happened between 3:11 and 3:13 a.m. Their next call wasn't until 3:34 a.m. for a burglary alarm, which explains why they didn't look like they were on their way to another urgent call. So why couldn't they stop to help?
If nothing else, for officer safety, they should have gotten out of the car.
Retired Chicago Police Chief of Detectives Eugene Roy, speaking with more than 2 decades of experience as a police supervisor, says that if they had been dispatched to a high-priority call, the officers should have at least called for another squad to help.
If they took the time to stop and they weren't going to another priority call, such as a bona fide man with a gun or a shooting, they should have stopped and attempted to see what the situation was.
Thomas was able to provide the passenger's full name, but he says the first version of the police report left it out, as well as significant details about the officer's failure to help him.
6 months later, and there are still no charges in this case, and there's still an active Bureau of Internal Affairs investigation.
We reached out to CPD to ask about this case and why the officers didn't help. Citing the open investigation with BIA, CPD wouldn't answer any of our questions. Meanwhile, Uber tells us CPD never reached out to them about this incident, and they're still standing by to assist in the investigation. Thomas feels like he's gotten the runaround and hopes other drivers are treated better.
But at the very least, if someone comes up to you and say, help me, this person has a gun, do something.
Reporting in Englewood, Megan DeMar.
I don't think anyone expects the police to drive away.
CBS News Chicago investigators.